Can you feel it? Beneath our feet, the ground, though seemingly still, is quietly building up immense pressure. Somewhere deep below the Earth's surface, tectonic plates are pressing hard against one another. They don't scream, they don't shake just yet. But when the moment comes, everything will erupt. Scientists around the world are no longer saying if. They're now warning, it's coming soon. And this warning is no longer some distant theory. A massive earthquake could strike at any moment, and when it does, will we be ready? 1. This is no longer a theory, it's a clear warning. From theory to observable reality. For many years, scientists spoke cautiously about the potential risk of massive earthquakes. It may happen within decades. We need more data to be sure. There are no clear indicators yet. But now, that tone has changed dramatically. Leading seismologists are now saying, it will happen. Stress is accumulating, and it's inevitable. This is no longer a theoretical discussion, it's a data-backed warning, confirmed by multiple global monitoring systems. Seismic indicators are surpassing normal thresholds. There are growing signs that massive energy is being locked into major fault lines. An unusual increase in minor tremors around hot zones like the San Andreas, Cascadia, and the Ring of Fire. Strangely silent zones that previously had regular seismic activity, possibly indicating stress is locked in. Ground deformation, water table anomalies, and gas emissions all suggest the Earth's crust is swelling or compressing in critical regions. The warning is global, not isolated. This isn't a single scientist crying wolf, it's a global consensus, including the U.S. Geological Survey USGS, Japan's Earthquake Research Institute, South America's seismic networks, and Turkish geological institutions. All are reporting unusual patterns and rising concern in recent months. This is not fear-mongering, it's a scientific alignment at a global level. The question is no longer if, but where and when. Earthquakes, like floods or volcanoes, cannot be prevented. But with proper warning and preparedness, the damage can be reduced drastically. The real issue is public complacency, delays in preventive action, and the mindset, if it hasn't happened yet, it's not worth worrying about. Which means even the clearest warnings might be ignored. What was once called scientific theory has now become a clear and present warning from the Earth itself. And when science speaks, we have two choices: listen or regret. Two. High-risk zones are holding their breath. San Andreas Fault, California, USA. Status: locked and loaded, meaning the plates are stuck and pressure is building. History: responsible for the infamous 1906 San Francisco earthquake. Forecast: if it ruptures, it could trigger a magnitude 7.8 to 8.2 quake, shaking the entire state. Impact radius: up to 25 million people affected in minutes, including Los Angeles and San Francisco. Cascadia subduction zone, Pacific Northwest USA and Canada. Status: the Juan de Fuca plate is slowly subducting beneath the North American plate. Silence in 1700. Forecast: could produce a megathrust earthquake 8.7 to 9.2 magnitude at any time. Impact: a 20-meter height tsunami could strike coastal regions from Oregon to British Columbia. Warning: many areas lack evacuation infrastructure despite the high risk. The Ring of Fire, Asia-Pacific Danger Zone. Encircling the Pacific Ocean, this area accounts for 90% of the world's earthquakes. Hotspots include Tokyo, Japan, awaiting the long-feared Tokyo megaquake, millions at risk. Philippines and Indonesia, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and tsunamis often combine into catastrophic sequences. New Zealand, the Alpine Fault has been unusually quiet, a concerning silence. East Anatolian Fault, Turkey and Middle East. After the devastating 2023 quakes that killed over 50,000 people, scientists now say that was not the main event. Issue: other major fault lines in the region have yet to release stored energy. Risk: if another quake hits in winter or at night, the death toll could double. The silent zones, where quiet is dangerous. Some regions have remained too quiet for too long, and that's not good news. Bangladesh, Assam, India. No major rupture since the 1700s. Chile-Peru Trench, one of the longest dormant megathrust zones on Earth. Iran, Afghanistan, Pakistan region, tectonic junction of three massive plates, yet no major quake in over 30 years. The places that don't shake often may be the ones hiding the most destructive energy. Tectonic plates do not sleep, they only go silent before they strike. And when the Earth speaks, no modern city is immune. Knowing where the danger lies is the first step toward survival for you and your loved ones. Three, red flags are flashing across the board. Earthquake frequency is steadily increasing. According to statistics from USGS and other global seismic agencies, the number of earthquakes over magnitude 6.0 has been steadily rising since the early 2000s. Regions once considered stable, like Alaska, Greenland, and parts of North Africa, are now experiencing scattered, irregular tremors. Swarms of small, rapid-fire earthquakes are happening more frequently, considered a red flag for shifting tectonic stress. AI and satellite tech are detecting anomalies. Modern early warning systems like ShakeAlert USA, HiNet Japan, INSA or interferometric synthetic aperture radar have begun reporting unusual fluctuations in seismic waveforms, crustal deformation, and natural radiation leaks. Notably, prolonged seismic gaps, quiet zones between active faults, are lengthening, often signaling built-up pressure yet to be released. Supporting phenomena: ionosphere shifts, methane leaks, groundwater changes. Scientists are observing subtle but significant non-seismic clues that correlate with subsurface geological stress. Ionospheric disturbances prior to major earthquakes, affecting radio signals, GPS, and telecommunications. Methane leaks near key fault zones, a sign of shifting pressure underground. Unusual groundwater fluctuations, especially in fault zones that haven't ruptured in decades. Major quakes are happening closer together. Historical data shows, in the past, large earthquakes occurred decades or even centuries apart. But in just the past 20 years, we've witnessed Sumatra 2000 for M9.1, Haiti 2010, M7.0, Nepal 2015 M7.8, Mexico 2017, M8.2, Turkey 2023, M7.8. The Earth is shaking harder and more frequently. Warnings are no longer confined to books or theories. They are visible in data, in satellites, and deep within the Earth itself. Scientists are saying it plainly. It's coming, and the signs are already here. Four, the aftermath won't just be shaking. It's not just shaking, it's total collapse. A massive earthquake doesn't simply shake the ground for a few minutes. Its real danger lies in the cascading breakdown of systems. Buildings, bridges, and skyscrapers collapse within seconds. Modern infrastructure, electricity, water, gas, internet, becomes inoperable. Emergency services are overwhelmed, roads are blocked, and disease, chaos, and panic can quickly spread in the aftermath. Near the coast, tsunami is the next threat. Megathrust earthquakes, like those from Cascadia, Sumatra, or Japan, often triggered tsunamis 10 to 30 meters high. Coastal cities can be wiped out within 15 to 30 minutes of the initial quake. If it happens at night, the death toll can double due to delays in evacuation and lack of visibility. Fires, nuclear risk, and social breakdown. Broken gas lines and electrical sparks can ignite massive urban fires, as seen in the 1995 Kobe quake. Nuclear power plants, if not shut down in time, may suffer catastrophic failure. Fukushima remains a chilling reminder. With communication down and aid delayed, some areas could spiral into looting, panic, and loss of order. Domino effect: one quake may trigger others nearby. Earth's crust is interconnected, A major rupture in one fault zone can redistribute stress to nearby faults. This creates a trigger effect, where more quakes follow days or weeks later, expanding the disaster zone. Example: the quake sequence across Haiti, Chile, and New Zealand between 2010–2011. Widespread psychological crisis. Post-quake trauma is very real. Survivors often suffer from PTSD, depression, and long-term anxiety. Loss of homes, loved ones, constant displacement, and disconnection can leave deep psychological scars on entire communities. When a massive earthquake strikes, it doesn't just destroy buildings. It tears through infrastructure, society, mental health, and even human trust. And the difference between order and chaos, survival and collapse, lies in how much we prepare before it's too late. Five. Why do we keep ignoring scientific warnings? The "it hasn't happened yet" mentality. Humans tend to react strongly to immediate threats, but underestimate risks that build over time. If the ground isn't currently shaking, most people postpone preparing. Invisible risks, even when backed by science, are often viewed as distant possibilities. That's why so many devastating earthquakes, even those forecast in advance, still catch us off guard. Quiet years give a false sense of safety. Many regions that haven't experienced a quake can living memory assume this isn't a danger zone. But in geological terms, long silence is often the most dangerous sign, because stress may have been building for decades or even centuries. Lack of investment in prevention, because it doesn't pay immediately. Investments in early warning systems, seismic infrastructure, or community drills are often seen as costs. Governments and businesses tend to prioritize short-term gains, not long-term risk preparedness. Yet when disaster strikes, the price is measured in billions, and lives lost. Aging infrastructure and outdated buildings. Many major cities still contain structures built before modern seismic codes, vulnerable to even moderate tremors. Residents may be living unknowingly above major fault lines, inside buildings never designed to withstand an earthquake. Widespread public unawareness. Schools, workplaces, and communities often lack basic emergency response plans. Most people don't know what to do when an earthquake strikes, leading to panic and unnecessary casualties. Media often avoids the topic, considering it not engaging enough, until it's too late. It's not that we don't know, it's that we choose not to face it. And that choice to look away could cost us the very things we hold most dear. 6. What should you do if you live in a high-risk zone? Prepare a personal survival go bag. Always keep a small grab-and-go bag ready, packed with flashlight plus extra batteries, bottled water plus dry food, first aid kit plus personal medications, copies of essential documents ID, bank cards, insurance, etc. Power bank, whistle, lighter, face masks, raincoat. In an earthquake, you have only seconds to act. You won't have time to gather supplies. Know the safe spots in your home. Identify the safest places to shelter: corners, under sturdy tables, next to load-bearing pillars. Avoid windows, mirrors, tall shelves, and hanging objects. Make it a habit to turn off gas at night or when leaving the house. Practice quick drills with your family. Once a month, do a mock drill. If an earthquake strikes, where do you go? Where do you reunite afterward? Teach children how to duck under tables, cover their heads, and stay calm. Designate an outdoor meeting point for evacuation. Install early warning and reliable alert apps. Apps like Earthquake Alert, Mistake, or local emergency alert systems can notify you seconds before shaking starts. Follow official sources like USGS, JMA Japan, or your local seismic center to stay informed in real time. If you live in a high-risk zone, reinforce your home. Strengthen foundations, repair structural weaknesses, update old materials. If possible, bolt shelves to walls, install door stoppers, and never place heavy items above your bed. Consider earthquake insurance if available in your country. Earthquakes don't kill. poor preparation does. We can't control the quake, but we can absolutely control our ability to survive it. And the time to act is not when it shakes, it's now. In summary, earthquakes can't be stopped, but their impact can be reduced. We can't prevent the Earth from moving. Tectonic plates shift, whether we notice or not, but what we can control is knowing the risk zones, equipping ourselves with knowledge and survival tools, acting quickly when the time comes. The difference between survival and tragedy lies in preparation. Ignoring the signs is the most dangerous choice. Scientists have spoken. The data is clear. Nature has given us many warnings, yet many people choose not to look, not to believe, or to delay. And that is exactly why avoidable disasters become catastrophic losses. You don't need to be wealthy, you just need to be proactive. A simple go bag, a basic evacuation plan, a 10-minute family safety drill can save lives, maybe even many. You don't need to do everything, just start. Earthquakes don't schedule appointments, so preparation can't wait for tomorrow. It might strike 10 years from now, or it might strike 10 minutes from now. And when it does, there's no time left to think, only time to survive. Final thought. Science isn't here to scare, it's here to give us a chance. Warnings are not panic buttons, they are windows of opportunity, and if you've read this far, maybe you're the one who's meant to survive and help others do the same. Thank you for watching the video to the end. Please like and subscribe to the channel so I have more motivation to make videos.